Essential Baby reported on model Megan Gale's public announcement that she and partner Sean Hampson were done and dusted on their expanding family. Although if you read the article, you might not actually be convinced the shop was shut up and barred for good. But the decision to say no to having more kids can be a long one to process. Julie, did you have the number of kids that you wanted to have?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
I was good, done, finished.
and it sounds like it was an easy decision by the tone in your voice.
You know what? I don't even remember it being a decision. It was
really?
just, yeah, I don't remember thinking, will I, won't I? I do remember thinking after number 2, I think I'd rather jump off the Harbour Bridge than have another child.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was easy for me.
But
So
that
was
only
that your choice though, or was it, was it something you discussed with your husband?
I don't remember discussing it, actually. I just
Not his
remember it
decision.
being, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're sort of like in this. You've just had your 4th, Fiona. So what's going through your head?
Look, I'm still trying to recover.
Too early. Too early.
Mentally, I think I would love to have another baby, babies, right? I would love to mentally, but
I love that.
physically, no, we're done.
Yeah.
It was arduous labour the last month, so we're done.
Yeah.
That's what I say, but never say never.
I was going to say, because that feeling doesn't, like, of wanting to sort of get your head out of the space, doesn't last forever, though.
No,
you
that's
sort of get a
right.
bit clucky at other times.
Well, that's it, because
Yeah.
there's so many. I've got friends who have had big gaps between kids and they long to have a baby again.
Yeah.
So
See, I never picked
I
up
think it's
anyone
human
else's
nature.
baby before I had a baby of my own. I wasn't naturally really maternal until
Neither
I had...
was I.
Really?
But I don't know what happened.
Really
Something went
interesting.
wrong.
It was really interesting. Just a few weeks ago, we went down and saw our first grandchild, and Gary was the one after Aaron who said, "No more. I've seen what you've gone through.
Yeah.
No more babies. I'm happy to, sort all this out." He picked up this 8-week-old baby, slung it over his shoulder. The baby went to sleep. He's sitting there going, "Oh, what another one!"
And you said...
And I went, "That horse has bolted."
Yeah.
But
Not
I think
doing that.
It's definitely something we need to discuss with our partners.
Yeah, probably.
And I think
Yeah.
more importantly, contemplating, praying, preparing or
Yes.
stopping the process needs to be done
But
in consultation
also-
with God as well.
Yeah.
I think
But
that's
also
more
there's
important.
that sadness of actually, like we talked about just before with the
is sad.
children going off to school. It's an end of an era. It's something
Yeah.
that's finished. Once you make that decision and you go and do whatever you've got to do to stop having children, that's it.
But for
It's
some
finished.
people-
Yeah.
You think it's important that we do it prayerfully and carefully?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because some of these things that we stop, there I am rhyming again, sorry, is some of these things that we stop are irreversible.
Yes.
And I
Yeah.
think God
But life-
planned us
But life
in
is
certain
full of
ways.
stages, and I think whatever stage it is, whether it's stopping to have children, helping them make decisions about leaving home, they're all stages that you really do have to think really carefully about.
Really carefully.
And pray
But
about.
not
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah.
gets a say
Yeah.
in it. Like
Yeah.
you sort of get what you get. Some
Yeah.
people really struggle to
Yeah.
have another child. There's
Yeah.
lots of
Health.
things that go on. But see, I don't know. I feel a bit different because after we had our second, I know my husband did not want any more, and I mourned for ages because I didn't originally want my own kids, and so this took me by a huge surprise. And I just was like, I was devastated, and I'm like, where is this coming from? Like, what is this wet stuff in my eyes? Like I was like, why do I want this 3rd child? Like, why do I want it? And I couldn't answer that question. Surprise, we had a third.
And that's God.
Yeah, well, we did. There was a lot of prayer. There was a lot of like talking and lamenting to God, going like, "This is your call. I'm leaving it with you." And then when we had our 3rd, I really felt at peace. And I can't even tell you. I cannot literally describe properly what those feelings were, but I felt at peace, and I still do. Like I felt complete. Yeah. So cheesy, isn't it?
Yes. From the hovering mother.
Yeah. But with your last child, did you feel like when they went through some of those milestones, like did you sort of linger on those a bit more, like those
Yeah,
newborn
definitely.
cuddles and things like that?
Well, I'm doing that now with Oceana. I'm looking at her saying, this is my last baby, so cry all you want, and I'm not as tired as I was with the other kids.
I remember having a lot of feeding problems with my firstborn and trying to, stick out breastfeeding instead of going onto the bottle. When my second one started doing it, I thought, I'm not doing this again. This is my last child. I want to enjoy this child as much as I possibly can, and I'm going to do what works.
I think there's something to that, and I think everyone has to walk their own journey. And as you said, they've got a lot to consider, but they've got to talk to their partner about it because it's got to be a joint decision. You've both got to be on board looking after those kids and raising them. Well, how did you come to that decision? Was it made for you, or did you eventually give in to that yearning and have another one years later? Let us know on Facebook. We'd love to hear from you.